Hello, folks. Good afternoon. I guess good morning for some of you. Let's see. Today I'm going to just do a short and simple stream. I'm just going to do my daily routine stuff while still trying to farm artifacts for Baal or Baal. I keep calling her Baal because I grew up playing Diablo 2 and Lord of Destruction is called Baal, so I'm used to pronouncing that. Calling her Baal or Bauru is still kind of weird to me. I might just call her Shogun to keep it simple, so I don't mix it up all the time. So, I guess let's see what's new. There's a new survey coming up, and Ningguang's birthday. I remember seeing the Twitter post on that. So yay, free stuff. And then, see, this is almost the end of the month. My welcome pass expired, but I don't think I'll be needing that anytime soon. I'll probably just hold off on that. And then making sure every month check your Stardust to make sure you bought the 10 fates, because that's 10 free summons. You never want to miss that. I also bought Beidou here so I can get her to C6, because she was sitting at C5 and I had a lot of star glitter. I don't think I'll be getting the weapons anytime soon, so I ended up making her C6. I might use her with the team with the Shogun, because it seems like a nice combo. Let me move the chat thing up a little so it doesn't block part of the chat there. Hello, hello, hello. And then we have the last day. So for these, some of them I did the Okuden mode for, but others, if I can get it on one try, I didn't bother. I have way too many of these enhancement ores, so I don't really need to grind that much to get 4 more. The last day is all characters in the party gain cooldown reductions and attack speed increase. Additionally, when normal and charge attacks hit an enemy, they will generate a blast, dealing elemental damage. Blast is random and every 2 seconds. And Okuden is the same thing. Alright, doesn't seem that bad. Hey Tiso, what server are you on? This one is on the American server. I have an account on Asia and America. If you look at the bottom right, the ones that start with 6 are on American servers. The one that starts with 8 are Asian servers. So I have both. So in order to pretty much get the updates and events early, I have the Asian server version. And then my main account, I call it my main, but it's pretty much the account I started the game with, which is the one I'm on right now, is on America server. I also made a second American account around the time of Klee banner. So I got Klee on that one. I missed Venti entirely on that account because it was made after Venti. Oh, this one's just killing these two, that's it, huh? Have I seen the Raiden Shogun trailer? Yeah, I seen the teaser. You get a little more into her, pretty much her past, on maybe a little bit on why she is the way she is. It's not a happy teaser, that's for sure. I'm looking forward to the 2.1 release when we get more story of her, and then maybe figure out or see why she is doing the thing she's doing. Face reveal when? Maybe one day. I'm not against it. It's just I don't have the setup for it. I think my computer might die if I add in like a webcam layer, and I don't think I can handle streaming like Genshin, doing the live stuff, and having a webcam run at the same time. So maybe one day. So I think I'm on, oh yeah, this is Okiden. I'm just attacking like normal. I'm not really even paying attention too much. If I get it, I get it. If I don't, oh well. I'm not stressing over that 4 ores. Ooh, that was a laggy. Also, if you want, you can make things easier by eating food. Because you can eat the food buffs and it will still work on these challenges. 1 minute. I don't know if I'll make it in time. Oh. Is the Shimenawa set good for a main DPS Wu Tao? Let me think. Main DPS Wu Tao. So Wu Tao doesn't use her burst much. It's very low portion of her damage, so the energy drain isn't a big deal. And let me see. Let me make sure. I think Shimenawa does increase charge attacks. So if it does, Shimenawa increases normal and charge attacks and plunging. Yeah, I see it being decent on her, but the Crimson Witch is also very good on her in the first place. Oh, I'm not gonna make the time. Oh, I'm just gonna hop around. Oh, you can cancel the challenge by pushing P on computer, and you can end the challenge early. But let's see, pretty much for Hu Tao, you're either using 4-piece Crimson Witch, or let's see, what is the Crimson Witch bonus to make sure? Because the thing is, it increases the pyro damage, and it increases the, what do you want? Here, the vaporize damage by 15%. So it does, both sets are actually pretty good on her, as long as you can keep the energy requirement for Shimenawa. Oh, I'm capped. Better use some resin. So yeah, I think Wu Tao does work pretty well with 4P Shimenawas if you don't have a Crimson Witch, especially since that Crimson Witch domain is pretty annoying to farm compared to the new Shimenawa domain. Because the Crimson Witch one, enemies appear 2 at a time, you gotta break the shields and all that, so yeah, it's kind of annoying. Alright, I'll go ahead and do the Ley Line event. So that's the event going on right now. Every day, in case you didn't know, there's a Ley Line overflow, which lets you get double the reward for the first 3 that you complete each day. And it's pretty much 60 free resin essentially if you do those. So why not? You should do those. It gives you, if you're missing or low on EXP books, this is a good chance. If you're low on Mora, this is also a good chance to stock up. And oh yeah, the parametric transformers, I'll do that. There's lots of stuff I need to do still. I've been doing pretty much just the daily resin stuff and not as much of the side stuff each day. I need to spend more time on it. Yeah, if you have a trash Crimson Witch set, then use the Shimenawa set. Pretty much these artifact sets, most of the time the 4-piece isn't crazy strong. If it's the subset that makes more of a difference. So if you have a set with very good substat and another set with very bad substat, 9 out of 10 always use the better substat one, even if the bonus won't be as good, because the other stats are that much of an influence and contribution to your character. Oh, also, I guess you can look at the bottom right, my goal on the stream. I'm just gonna use my resin to farm some, well, besides the flower, I'm gonna use my resin and all the stuff to farm the artifact domain and hope I get something for the Shogun. I have 2 pieces that are good for Emblem of Severed Fate, but I need 2 more. And then the other goal you see is to get more members on the Discord. So if you didn't know, I have a Discord server now. It's coming along pretty nicely. I'm just trying to get more people. You can go there to get like Genshin news. If I have a video up or something, I post it, announce it right away there. And you can also go there to like ask people to have co-op with friends and like have people help out. I think surprisingly, that's my Discord server is a high percentage of it are players that play on the Asian server. So I was surprised. It's like, this is a good amount of people that play on American servers, but it's a lot higher on the Asian server than I was expecting. And then this is a shortcut. You can grab the Electrogranum and then head on over to these tethers. You just gotta be at the edge in order to get the tether. Is 2-piece Crimson Witch and 2-piece Tenacity good on Wu Tao? The Tenacity gives HP, the Crimson Witch gives Pyro, so that's okay, but it's still better to get 4-piece Crimson, but because the 4-piece bonus on Crimson is better than the 2-piece on Tenacity. But once again, use if you have a 4-bow substat on 2 of your Crimson Witch set and you're forcing yourself to go 4-piece, then go with the 2-piece with better substats. What server am I on? This one is I have accounts on the Asia and America servers. This one is on the America. If it starts with a 6 on the bottom right, the UID, if it starts with a 6, that's American servers. If it starts with an 8, that's Asia servers. And then I think 7 is European. Let's see, I got all 3 of those ley lines, so I'm gonna just go ahead and start doing the domain and artifact. Let's see. Oh, and then I would definitely be streaming my summons for the Shogun when she comes out. I'll start streaming in the afternoon when the American servers get her. I will be streaming on this account for sure, and then I'll try to pull on her on my Asia account also. But that one on the Asia account, I'm just gonna stop on the first 5-star. So I think that's a 50-50. If I win the 50-50, great, I get a Shogun. If I don't, then I'll have to stop there and just save up for Kokomi and future characters. And then, but for this account, I'm on 50-50 also, but I'm dedicated to get the Raiden Shogun here. I have enough Primos, if I'm lucky, I have enough Primos to get her and the weapon. But if I keep losing all the 50-50s, I do not have enough for both. So I'm just hoping for the best. And I might be I want to try streaming on Twitch to see how that is. I'm not sure if I'll be streaming on Twitch for the Baal summon or Baal summon. I might just make a poll on my YouTube channel to see how many people prefer Twitch over YouTube and go from there. And then yeah, I'm also looking forward to summoning on that day, because I think the update comes out September 1st, evening of September 1st, and my birthday is September 2nd. So if I wait until the afternoon when American servers get the update, and I can kind of treat it like it's my birthday summon, because September 1st, 2nd, it's almost the same, and then pretty much on the other side of the world, it's going to be September 2nd anyway. So that's my excuse. I'm gonna summon on release, but I'm gonna treat it as like a birthday summon, birthday stream thing. So on this account, Razor is a very nice Razor. He's the first, and he's the main DPS still. I have used him since the start. I actually needed to buy him from the Star Glitter shop. I got lucky enough to get a Wolf's Greystone from the permanent banner, so I leveled that up to max. Artifacts, 4-piece Gladiator with pretty decent substats. What you want is like a crit value of 40 or 30% or higher is a very good crit value. And to determine crit value, you pretty much add the crit damage with 2 times the crit rate. So here, 2 times the crit rate is about 17% plus 12.4, so that's about a 29.4% crit value. It's a little under 30, so it's okay. It's not the best. It could be better. This one has 37% crit value, so that's a really nice one. This one has about 33, 34. That's good. This one, the physical cup, not so much, but you can't really be picky with the goblets because it's very hard getting a percent elemental damage, or yeah, the damage bonus, and double crit. So you just gotta make do with what you get. And then for the helmet, it's not that great of a roll either, but it's the best gladiator helmet I have with crit, with both crit main stat and a crit substat. Wait, 2.1 is coming on August 31st? Let's see. I thought it was like September 1st is 2.1. Let me see. Today is the 26th. There are 4 more days left, so 5 more days-ish. Oh, So that's September 1st, September 2nd. It's because I think it comes out on Tuesday. Let's see. Let me check the calendar thing. Calendar. Yeah, Wednesday is September 1st. Tuesday is August. I'll have to see if I'll be streaming on the release on the American server regardless. And I guess a lot of people are talking about saving for Ganyu versus Shogun, and like I'm pretty sure Shogun's gonna be pretty strong. All the Archons are strong, and her kit seems very nice for the entire team. It gives them more damage from attacking while she's off field, and it increases the elemental burst damage of all your characters. So that's always a plus. But the thing is, for the Shogun, you actually need a team that's decent to utilize her. Because she's more of like a swap DPS, burst DPS type of character. So your other team will be the remaining party members will still be doing a lot of the damage. While for Ganyu, she alone is just very strong. She doesn't need a team to carry her. You could do like freeze teams and melt teams to increase her damage and make things easier, but her alone with the charge shot level 2 is enough to clear most content in the game. So that's what you're debating against on if you're saving or not. Also, for Ganyu, she focuses on charge shot style, so if you're on mobile, it might not be fun to play. If you're on PS4, PS5, I'm not sure. I never tried aiming on console yet, so I'm not sure how good or bad it feels. But I did play like mobile for a day or so, and I couldn't stand aiming in that. I'm sorry. Let's see. Alright, what artifacts I get? Ooh, 3 of them. Sands, HP with no... So, I need a good sand piece with energy recharge main stat. I'll make do with attack percent if I don't get an energy recharge by the time 2.1 comes out, but I really want a energy recharge sands with double crit. And then I have this account linked to my PlayStation, so I will be getting Aloy on release also. I'm not sure if just linking is enough, or do I need to actually log in on the PlayStation in order to actually get the character to show up in the mailbox. Are 2-piece Pale Flame and 2-piece Bloodstain better than 4-piece Gladiator? So I did a video on that where I compared like 4-piece Gladiator versus 4-piece Pale Flame and like a third artifact set, and it comes down to the DPS on them is plus or minus a couple percent. So they're all pretty much the same. Essentially, they are the same damage. It comes down to your artifact substats once again, where use the combo that you have the best substats for. So the best crit rate, crit damage to get the nice golden ratio, as well as much attack increase as you can get. Since they all, yeah, the substats are more important than the 4-piece main stat. In the case if you're choosing one set or another for like a physical DPS. And then also, I did talk about Pale Flame, where I don't like using Pale Flame because of the requirement. So for Pale Flame, the 4-piece, in order to activate this bonus, you need to... where is it? You need to use your elemental skill every 7 seconds. So that is limiting a lot of characters and forcing you to use your elemental skill on cooldown, even when it's not like a good part of your rotation. So like maybe if I'm using Razor and I'm on my first hit of my normal attack, and then I'm about to run out on the duration, so I have to use the E instead of continuing the second and third hit, which does a lot more damage. So that's why I don't like using the Pale Flame 4-piece in general. I don't like being limited on the way or being forced to play a certain way. I like the freedom and the ability to adapt to the combat situation. Hello Tiso, where are you? I live in California, West Coast. So it's 7:27 p.m. where I'm at right now. Let's see. I got another feather. No good. Wait, did I have any more resin left? I didn't check. Let me check. If I don't have condensed resin, I'm not gonna continue. Nope, no more. But I can craft some more. So does the ER Sand and Attack Goblet good for Baal? So it depends. You want energy recharge on her. If you can get, you want at least like 200% energy recharge if you're using the 4-piece emblem of Severin Fate. Since it increases her burst damage and the attacks, her sword swings count as burst damage. So you do want to get at least 200% energy recharge if possible. The sands, so far the theory crafters have done some speculations where you can go with either attack percent or energy recharge sands. It won't make too much of a difference. And then for the goblet, you can go energy recharge or elemental electro damage. It doesn't make that much of a difference either. And then the helmet, you still want to go crit. You don't want to do energy recharge for the crit. So it's pretty much use the best artifacts you have. The main stat, whether it's for sands, attack percent, or energy recharge. And then for goblet, electro, or energy recharge, it doesn't matter too much. Also, I was capped. I think, yeah, I check my teapot every 3 days because it takes about 3 days to cap. And then, oh, if you want a jump start on the friendship of the Shogun, if you're planning to pull on her, then about 3 days before the patch, don't claim the friendship points. Just leave it unclaimed and then add the Shogun into your teapot before claiming to get like a jump start on the friendship if you want. For me, I don't really worry about that too much because I'll be using her a lot anyway, so her friendship will reach max level eventually. And then transient resin, you always want to get one of those ready for each patch so you get an extra 60 resin to use. And yeah, I got plenty of realm currency, so I'm just gonna buy some books. I might actually make her a level 90 eventually. And then the artifact EXP, I'm never buying these until I actually am running low on artifacts, but I have so many artifacts, I don't think that's gonna come and that's gonna happen anytime soon. So the am I playing on Asia server right now? No, I'm on American server. And the 200% LNG recharge for the Shogun. Ooh, yay, 2 achievements. The 200% energy recharge, that is not required, but it is gonna help out, especially if you are using the Severing Fate 4-piece, since energy recharge increases her damage anyway. Oh yeah, and then I talked about stacking all your garden pieces together so you don't have to run around all over the place. It's kind of weird to look at, but it's fine. I like it. I like having it all next to each other. Oh. And then, since we have 3 days left for this battle pass, and I have completed it like 2 weeks ago even, so you don't really need to worry about doing all the weekly missions and daily missions every single week. You'll get enough EXP anyway. And I love this moment where you just collect everything at once. Alright, so I got 5 more fragile resins. I'll most likely use some of that. 720k more, that's nice. Some EXP books and other materials. So yeah, 5 acquainted fates. I'm stocked. I'm stocking my acquainted fates. I'm still hoping they'll do some change with the standard banner in the future. So I'm just saving it until they do, if they do, I guess. Alright, back to Inazuma. I got a couple more condensed resins to farm. What do we need to farm right now? So after the artifacts, I'll be doing a run around the beaches of Inazuma to farm the samurai, because a lot of stuff needs their materials and they're still kind of new. So you'll be needing a bunch of those, and I'm pretty sure the Shogun will need essential materials from the one of the 2 new islands that's coming out. So you probably cannot pre-farm for that if she needs new materials. You just gotta wait for them to come out and then start farming afterwards for like specific essential materials. But you can always, she's Electro, so you can always farm the Electro Cube to get enough of the gemstones. But you'll probably see, we have the new Electro Oceanid, so she most likely will need that material and not the old Electro Cube for Ascension. So you'll be getting a bunch of Electro gemstones regardless. Anyway. Yeah. Ooh, I saw my ping spike to like 200 ms. That's not good. Does the Skyward Blade work on Bennett? Yeah, if you don't have another character that can use the sword well, it's good on Bennett because his burst scales off his base attack, and swords or weapons count towards a character's base attack. So having a stronger weapon on Bennett just means a higher attack buff on the rest of your team. The Baal teaser was sad. Yeah, it was kind of sad. I wonder what they're gonna do for the trailer part, like the demo. I know they're doing like new trailer styles for all the new characters so far. Like Yoimiya had more of the 2D cinematics on the cutscene. Ooh, 2 pieces. So yeah, Yoimiya had more cinematics and a stylish demo cutscene for her full trailer. And I'm wondering what they're gonna do for the Shogun. And then let's see, Sarah is also coming on her banner, so if you want a Electro Bow support, then that's an option. She's gonna be like a Bennett style-ish, where she'll buff your attacks, but it won't be as strong as Bennett. Bennett's pretty much, you Q, you set it and you forget it. You just Q, and then you just get the buff for like 12 seconds. Sarah won't be as strong as that, but she'll be okay if you don't have a decent support. Let's see, I think this is my last condensed resin. I finished the Phantom Flow event. I gotta collect the rewards for the Phantom Flow. And then what else? I guess I need to farm the samurais for more materials. And let's see. Alright, come on, good artifacts, good artifacts, good artifact. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Oh, feather. Oh, no crit. Whoop, this is expected. Whoa! Double crit cryo already with 4 stats. That's a good piece. I'm gonna go ahead and level that up right now and see if I get something good. And I can use this time to check what Severing Fate artifacts I have. Alright, artifacts, Goblet. Sort by cryo damage. I think I have a decent amount of cryo cups. So I have, let's see, a single crit, another single crit, another single crit, another single crit, this double crit, and then no crit. Alright, so this is the best one I have. I'm gonna go at least +8 on the first roll. I'm gonna go for +8 to see if I get something good. The single crit, I don't need you. Single crit, I don't need you. Ooh. So this one I have it. I guess I'm saving for Wu Tao, or some other pyro HP based characters, because it's a nice artifact. I don't want to dump it. I don't want to level it either. Single crit cryo. Alright. +8. Because I always go +8 if it's a 4 stat, because I think about it this way. If it's a 3 stat, you gotta go to +4 to get the 4 stat unlocked, and then you gotta go to +8 to see if you get a crit. So going to +8, if I don't get crit twice, if I get once, it's fine. Alright, so it's still fine. I got crit once, and then I think of it as like a dump stat on one of the rows. So let's go to +12 and hope for the best. Another defense percent trap. One defense is fine. If it's one that's not crit and then the rest are crit, I'm perfectly happy with that. And oh, the crit damage. Oh, okay, okay. Let's go bigger. Let's go bigger. I'm going to +16. +16. Let's see. I'm gonna hold on to that stance in case I don't get anything decent. This is a nice attack crit stance I got. I like it. So yeah, I'm pretty much gonna use this one if I don't get an energy recharge with crit. But the flower single, I don't. Actually, I'm not sure if I have flower. This has energy recharge, so I'll keep it for now. The helmet single crit, so no. Feathers, no. Goblet, hydro, no, not good enough. Should I go 16 or should I go all the way? Actually, I don't have enough artifacts to go all the way. And I got crit rate! So, let's see, I got +4, 8, 12, 16. So I did 4 stat upgrades. 3 of them were crits, 1 was defense. So I'm maxing this. This is going to be +20 and it's going on Rosaria. Might as well just auto add. I have plenty of artifacts I need to get rid of. So this is a good one. The effective crit rate right now is... Whoa, wait. 14 plus 22? That's already 36% effective crit rate. This might be like the best crit artifact I have, actually. I think this is the highest crit value artifact that I have now. And it's lucky with you guys. Thank you. I got the last one with the defense, so I got 2 defense and then the rest were crit. But I'm fine with that. Especially since it's a goblet. Getting a double crit goblet with elemental, that's just super rare. So let's compare. My old Rosaria was a single crit damage at 5%. Oh, but she's using 4-piece Blizzard Strayer, so if I remove that, okay. So I gotta give her Blizzard Strayer Sands. So yeah, that's the trade-off. I have a pretty decent Sands, that's not Blizzard Strayer. Well, let's see what I got here for a substitute. Attack with single crit, attack, no. Yeah, I'll take it. This is pretty much, I can think of it as like this goblet with better crit damage. And it has energy recharge, which is good for support. Alright, so that's good to go. Let's see, what now? What was I doing? Oh, collect my rewards. So many things to do. So the Phantom Flow, all you need to do is just to clear the first normal difficulty to get the Primogem. The other 2 rewards to clearing on hard and extreme are pretty nice. You get some Mora and good materials. Don't bother with the challenger if you can't really get it. I got it on a couple, but I'm not too stressed about not getting those. Theater Mechanicus. So once again, I have 3 accounts that I got to do all the dailies in every event with. So for this one, I didn't kill 2,000 enemies. So I got all the other event rewards. Yeah, I got everything else except killing 2,000 enemies. And the only thing I lost was 150,000 Mora, which I'm not too stressed about Mora. I have plenty of Mora. Yeah, so I'm not worried about Mora rewards. Good artifact. That's a good farming result. See what to do. Oh yeah, I gotta do the samurai. I'm gonna kill the samurai. I'm also gonna kill some of the robots, the ruined sentinels enemies, because there's only a handful of them that spawns each day. So you can't really super farm them. You have to pretty much just slowly farm in case something needs some material. I wanna kind of just have it ready. Let's see, where are they? There's usually 3 of them that are spawned right there, but sometimes they run around. So right now they're there still. I remember seeing them like in that spot before or over there by the beginning, so I'm not sure how their pathing works. And all these sentinels are resistant to physical, which kind of sucks because my main is a razor, but he's strong enough to overcome it. Yeah, I guess one reason why I have so much Mora is I don't level every character. I only level what I need to for the corresponding account, and pretty much I spread that across 3 accounts. So if you look at my character levels, I only have 10 of them, that's at level 80. And then the others are lower level, and I should level Mona. I have Mona on all 3 accounts, and she is pretty useful. I just got her recently, so I haven't had a chance to spend much on her yet. And then, yeah, the last one I leveled was Yoimiya. Oh, I'm looking forward to using her and Baal on the same team to help out with the overload reactions and give her some more damage. Alright, time to start farming some samurais, I guess. I checked my teapot, so that is nice and clear. Samurais, where are they? Hold on one second. Let me pull up the official Genshin map so I can get some locations of the samurais easier. It's so nice that they have like an official interactive map now. It makes like finding stuff a lot easier. Even like getting materials to farm or ascension materials, you can use the map to kind of get a generalized location of everything. But sometimes it is nice to look at specific guides and routes to get more effective and save on time. But having the nice overall location isn't bad either. There's samurais over here. Yeah, I think there's some samurais right there. Wee. So, yeah, if you want primos as a free-to-play, there's not as many methods. It's just your normal do all the events that give the primos. So pretty much every event, make sure to do those. Open up chests to hope to get the 0 to 4 primos. Collect all the oculi to get those rewards. You know, just stuff like that to try to get slowly gather up your primos. Yeah, might as well do the Sealy while I'm here. Oh, why are you so high up? Oh, let me switch to my exploration team. So this one's my exploration team. They move a lot faster. I have Rosaria for move speed and double Anemo. And I have Sayu to roll around. Oh, where'd it go? There. Where'd you go? There we go. Oh, there's a samurai there too. So the common chest, it gives, I think it's RNG. Yeah, I got 2 primos from that, but I think there are sometimes you don't get any primos at all. And yeah, it kind of sucks that it's RNG on whether you get primos or not, but in the long run, it ends up being pretty equal. So don't worry about it too much. I was stuck under the waterfall and I couldn't swap characters. Yeah, I hardly use Zhongli's burst because he is built my Zhongli is built as a support. He is there to shield and provide a damage buff. So if you look at his abilities, his E, if you hold it and get the shield, you get a strong shield in the first place, and then nearby enemies have a minus resistance of 20%. So I just mainly use him for the shield, and his shield stacks with HP. So I have plus HP stuff on him most of the time, at least. Yeah, I got this nice flower with 14% HP percent. I got a sands with flat HP and an HP percent main. The goblet is HP, and then the helmet is HP. So yeah, I'm pretty much just stacking all HP on him to get a stronger shield. There's some samurais over here. Tiso, can you be my wife? USSR? Oh, I'm sorry the other day. I remember I saw you saying it was your birthday and I missed it entirely. So I'm sorry I missed your comment. So happy late birthday, first of all. And then, no, sorry, I cannot be your waifu. Don't want to get your hopes up, so I gotta give you the truth. Oh yeah, another way to get primos is to do your daily commissions. So each commission gives you 10, so you get 40, and then when you talk to Catherine after completing all of them, you get another 20, so it's 60 per day.
Finally,
Oops, Sayu got hit, needs to heal. So yeah, I need more constellations of Sayu, but I don't want to lose my pity on the current banner. I already got Yoimiya, so I don't need to roll anymore. But I know Sayu's gonna come back on a rerun eventually, so I'll get more constellations of her so I can stack energy or elemental mastery and get her to heal better. See. Oh, another good part about having like an electro character you use on your team normally is while exploring all these Sakura blooms, you can just even though I use them out there, but you can get them a lot easier or quicker since you don't need to keep swapping back and forth on your characters. Because on my other two accounts, I don't have a Electro on the main exploration team, so if I want to collect these Sakura blooms, I need to actually go and swap characters in order to get it, which is kind of annoying. And there's some samurais right under her.
let's get down to business.
Is two-piece gladiator, two-piece maiden good for Sayu healing? Yeah, that's good. Her healing scales off attack, so the gladiator two-piece does help, and then so does the maiden. But the scaling on the attack isn't that high anyway, so my Sayu, I have her using Vanera's 4-piece anyway to help out debuff enemies. And then for the helmet, I just have a healing bonus helmet, and that's enough to sustain most of the damage in the game. Even though it's kind of redundant because I have Venti on the same team for my exploration team, and he has 4-piece Vanera also. So yeah, I'm kind of like double stacking on the. Oh no! Well, I'm double stacking on the Vanera. So yeah, I was trying to use burst there, but right after the skill, and I was locked in. I had the animation lock, so she didn't get the burst out in time. It's okay, Sayu. I'll bring you back with this statue of the 7. Well, on to the next island anyway. And then, let's see. In case you didn't know, for those that have finished the Tatara Tales World Quest line, the very long one about the shield thing in the middle of Tatarasuna, then this NPC will spawn after you finish that quest. For Kaoru, you can talk to her for like 3 different days to get 3 different chests. It's just Mora, but in the end, after you finish everything, you will get a achievement for, where is it? The the second blooming, which is you 5 Primo Gems. It's just 5 Primo Gems, but it's nice. And I guess I have all these. Wow, I have a lot more achievements stocked up than I expected. But yeah, I have these for a rainy day in case I need that extra Primo boost. See, where am I? Oh, I'm here. Let me go kill some more samurais. Yeah, I think most of those were just from Inazuma. I just never bother turning them in or collecting it. I like to see all the stuff ready. That's probably why. Oh yeah, having a claim mob button for achievements will be pretty nice.
Let's get down to business.
Time for takeoff.
So I guess one thing annoying about the samurais is they don't get sucked up by Venti's ult. They are too heavy for that, so Venti isn't as effective in this region as other as Liyue or Mondstadt. Ooh, I got a little combat thing right here that I didn't do.
Let's play. Judgment inside.
So the Mirror Maiden, she can get crowd control before early on before she casts a debuff on you. So if you can, do your best to freeze her and CC her before she casts the debuff, which is very soon. So right here, on my character, you see, well, it was there earlier, but it's gone now. It was like 4 little blue sharp shards around my character, like this right here. These 4 shards. When she casts that on you, she can't be CC'd by you anymore, so she can't be frozen or vacuumed up by Venti. So you want to do as much damage as you can on her before that happens. Oh, I didn't notice there was a time limit. I was just relaxing and talking. I made it. I made it though. I made it. Samurai hunting. Samurai hunting. Oh yeah, the Inazuma also came with 2 or 3 new tree types. So I barely even farm any of these wood. I haven't been lumbering for a while. But there hasn't been that many furnitures anyways, and I have max trust, so I haven't been making the furnitures recently either. So maybe the fishing rods. Maybe in order to craft the fishing rods, if you need to craft it, you'll need some of these wood and other materials. But I'm not worried about farming for wood if I need it, because it's infinite supplies, essentially. You can just go and start chopping and just keep doing laps and loops, so you don't need to worry about, oh, I can only get so many a day. So if I do need that material, I can just do that when the time arrives. More challenge! 60 seconds, Lava Churro. So these Lava Churros, I was hoping for more. They're not much of a... They don't really do too much. Well, I guess on this team is not that good against the Lava Churros, because I only have Rosaria to help break the shield. Razor's Electro, so he doesn't do anything, and then Nemo doesn't do that much either. Ow. Oh no, Razor! Okay. So yeah, this is my exploration team. It's not really a combat team for enemies that can't be CC'd by Venti, which most enemies in Inazuma cannot be CC'd by Venti. So my other team is probably better suited for this. Yep, I'm farming for samurais in case I need that material, since I think this is like the only new material or new enemy material in this entire region. So I noticed like Ayaka needs these materials, Sayu needs these materials, a lot of characters need materials, so might as well stock up on them as much as I can. Well, I guess the other new material is the Sentinels, which I was farming a little earlier.
You know a thing or two.
Whee. So yeah, you can push this away. I don't see much use for it. Maybe the only thing is like as a prank in co-op where if your friend ults with Sayu, you can just push the healing thing away from the enemies so they stop healing. But that's the only purpose I can think of for the ability to move her burst.
Think you can get away?
What do I think about the anniversary gifts? Oh, I wanted more. I hope for more. What I really wanted was a reasonable gift was a free 5-star character from the permanent banner, because those characters has been around for a year, and might as well just give everyone like a little box or like what the Northlander billet, weapon billet, and just let us choose one of the permanent 5-star characters and add them to our team or account. But sadly, that wasn't the case. We got 10 free summons instead. Which could be a 5-star character, but I'd rather have the guaranteed. It's always better to have the guaranteed. Let's see, is there anything here? Nope. Oh, there's this chest. I haven't gotten this chest yet. So, I remember seeing this chest on day 1, and I didn't know how to get it, but I think I know how now. It's this chest here, that's kind of shy. If you run away, you can grab it, but if you get closer, it goes and turns this like this again. So I think the answer is you just go behind it. You just sneak up behind it and you grab the chest. And that's it. 10 primos. 10 primos and a berserker mask. Let's see, where next? Oh, I guess I can go down and grab some Naku weeds and kill. Are there samurais there? No, it's more for Tuis and samurais inside the area. Yeah, MiHoYo being MiHoYo. Like, this game is super successful. I was kind of surprised that they didn't have a better reward for the 1-year anniversary. I'm not sure if they're counting Aloy as a reward. Like, it is a surprise, I guess. But maybe they're counting that as another anniversary reward since it's coming there on the same time. Amber buff when? I don't know. I don't think she's coming. I don't think the buff is coming. If Amber's getting a buff, Yoimiya's getting a buff. I think it's just buff all the pyro archers. They are underrated, or they are lacking. They have so much potential, but it's right now the current state. They could use a little help. I mean, they can still clear content and stuff, but I'd rather make it easier to clear content. Kaching buff when? Kaching doesn't need a buff. She's like a jack of all trade character where there's so many different teams and comps that she can fit well in. She's not like the best. There are other characters that do better in those same comps, but no other characters can be that flexible in the teams as Kaching. So I don't think she needs a buff. She's fine the way she is. Let's see, is there more samurais this way? Look at the map. No, that's not samurais here, but there is a Sealy. Where'd it go? Sealy. These electro Sealies are so weird. They go super fast. Where'd it go? Oh no, I lost it. Hold on. It's around here somewhere, right? Up? Up? I don't see it up there. Oh. Let me get some height. Maybe I can see it easier. Is it up here? No, not yet. Where'd it go? Oh, the camera. Oh, this camera's all weird. I don't know where it went. And oh, there's the kabutos. I don't know what they're used for either yet. Crab. On the horizontal pole.
Wouldn't gliding be faster?
Let's see, horizontal pole. Is there a horizontal pole up here? Oh, okay, I see it. Because initially I saw the Sealy like zoom that way, and now it suddenly went back about. Yeah, you're not required. Oh, you're not required to like get all of these. I would just like get them over time. I'm not too stressed out about. Ooh, I got achievement. Another achievement to not claim. Yeah, but I'm not stressed about getting all of these and exploring 100% of the map. I'm at, let's see, I'm at 54, 59, 57 right now. So I'm getting there. I'll get there eventually. Let's see, where else? Over here. There's a samurai right there. Oh, crabs. Yeah, exploring with Sayu is nice. It's like the new fastest way to travel around, and you don't scare any of these small critters, so it's easier collecting them. I wonder, because everyone's expecting for a Ganyu or a Shao rerun, so I wonder when those are coming. Also, there's the viewpoints. I think I was saving up viewpoints for one of my accounts, but I'm not sure about. I don't think I need to make a video for that. It's just a easy collectible type of thing. Let's see, there's the 3 Sealies here that I'm kind of too lazy to get. So I'm just gonna go kill more samurais and get more flowers.
Here we go. Think you can get away? Lights out.
So the one material that we had since the beginning is the Loach Pearls, which you can get only in certain parts of the Liyue. And I have no idea what they're for. We still don't know what use they are. I don't think there's any recipes that use them yet, right? They're from the little like axo whatever rare amphibious lizards from real life. Let me see, where is it? Loach Pearls materials? There you go, these, the Loach Pearls. I don't know what they're used for. So free-to-play Razor, pretty much the prototype, archaic prototype, is your best all-around, or like, good all-around weapon for him. The prototype is a decent weapon for any Claymore user. It's not the best, but it's not that bad either. So it's a go-to if you don't have anything else.
Let's get down to business.
You can't run. Time for takeoff. Yahoo!
Dendro hype. We still don't have any info on the new Dendro element. I wonder if they'll come out soon. Maybe in the next region after Inazuma, there'll be like something with Dendro. And I wonder what it's gonna even do, because it's something with nature, so more healing, more burning damage, even though burning damage is pretty weak right now. Oh yeah, horsetails. I don't think I used those for much either. I think there was isn't there like one recipe that uses horsetails? I might be wrong. I don't pay too much attention on the cooking recipes. I just grab it and pretty much never use it. As you can see, my food, I just make the same golden fried chicken. Oh, that looks so good. But yeah, I just make the chicken all the time, that's it. I could make more Adeptus Temptations, but that's expensive. for just, let's see, what's the difference? 2% more crit rate and 52 more attack. So it's, if there's content that requires me to clear and I'm just barely not making it, then I'll use the good food. Let's see. I know there's some more samurais in this region, but I'm just gonna go on to the next. How long for Baal on the Asia server? I think it's about 16 hours ahead of this. So Asia server is probably for just 4 days, or maybe 3 days, a little less than 4 days.
Let's get down to business.
At the for weapons, I'm looking forward to getting. Oh god, that hurt. I'm looking forward to getting the catch. That's a very good weapon. And the tuna is okay. It's like a more elemental burst attuned archaic. So if you have one that's already refined and built up, then don't worry about spending too much on the other. But if you don't have any weapons, then you can use that new Claymore tuna. It also looks funny. You can probably make some funny videos with the tuna and swing that around.
You know a thing or two. Finally,
Let's see. Next up is over here. I'll go along the beach. Yeah, so yeah, since I'm trying to get the Shogun's weapon, I am going for more energy recharge artifact. But if I can't get it in time, or if I can't farm the artifact in time, I'll use the attack percent as a temporary. One sec, I'm getting a little thirsty. Water break. I need like a little water counter or reminder here for me, but
Seems like I should have just stayed.
remember, stay hydrated. It's important. Do I only use English voices? Right now, I'm using English, but pretty much after tonight, I'll be switching to Japanese, and the main point of me rolling for the Raiden Shogun is for Miyuki Sawashiro, and I'm gonna change the language to Japanese so I can hear her calming voice whenever I use the Shogun. How are all the Archon support? Maybe that's the theme. Maybe that's what they're meant to be. And then until we get like the Pyro Archon, maybe the Pyro will be like offensive because fire, offensive damage, that's kind of like the stereotype version of the element. It'll be funny if we get to the Hydro Archon and the Hydro was just super damage focused and nothing about healing or defense. But yeah, Shogun is not full support. She is, I consider burst DPS as a support character, but yeah, she is a burst DPS character pretty much. She's a burst DPS that has more off-field capabilities than other burst DPS.
you know a thing or two. The fairy.
And the new polearm, the catch, I won't be using that on my Zhongli. Well, actually, wait. So here's the problem. On this account, I have too many polearm users. I have Xiao, I have Zhongli, I have Xiangling, and I have Rosaria. And they all are they're all level 80 or above. Or my Xiangling's level 79, but yeah, pretty much level 80. So I use these 4 characters regularly for the Spiral Abyss. And it's annoying I gotta keep changing weapons for them all the time. But Rosaria, I keep her with the Deathmatch because this is like the best overall weapon. If I need Xiao to do more damage, then I give the Deathmatch to Xiao. And right now, Zhongli is using a throwaway weapon. I have him using the Crescent Pike, even though I never normal attack with him. I guess I could just give him the Favonius Lance. But the thing is, I never burst with him, so I don't need more energy recharge anyway. So any weapon works for Zhongli. I'll probably just give him the Black Castle then, for more HP. Because nothing else is gonna help. Actually, I'm gonna do... Wait, yeah, I'm gonna do that now. Here's my new Zhongli best in slot weapon. I'll level up later. I'll level up later. I want to see, because I might get some weapons on the weapon banner or the next banner in 2.1 when I start pulling. So I'll level that up later, but that's my new best in slot for Zhongli. Alright, time for the little village. There's a lot of samurais in there. Also, it's gonna be weird, because the Shogun, she has the ability to increase your other teammates' elemental burst damage, but Razor's elemental burst damage is just the little one-time hit when he transformed. The normal attacks that does physical damage doesn't count. So Razor won't do too well with her. But on the other hand, if you have electro characters, she synergizes better and you can get more resolve stacks. So I'm still not sure if I want to be using her and Razor on the same team. I might use Beidou because her kit does work pretty well. She's a burst focused character, so the damage buff is gonna be good on Beidou. And she's Electro, so that synergy works too. I'll have to try out some teams when the next banner comes out. See, where else? Samurais. There's a there's a couple downstairs, but let me get the ones up here first.
Let's get down to business.
Judgment. Here we go. Time for takeoff. What's the...
Ow, ow. Ooh, I got an artifact. Kaching with Baal. Yeah, I guess that could work. That's for Electro Kaching. I guess physical Kaching if you can somehow sneak in a Cryo character to help with his superconduct. Eula does seem like a good choice, because Eula with Baal's elemental skill, that means she can keep getting the superconduct proc. Her own E reduces enemies' the physical defense also. And then, what else? Oh yeah, her burst, she's highly dependent on her burst damage. So, Baal with her buff will help out a lot. So Eula is a very good character to for the Raiden to support. And then you can buff her burst even more by giving her the tuna. The color scheme, her like blue, black, dark blue color scheme matches the tuna pretty well. So have fun with that. There's let me go to the bottom floor and get some Naku weeds and some samurais. What is the best set and weapon for a support official? So, support official, because the way it is, most of the time Oz won't be doing the proc. So getting 4-piece Thundering Fury isn't that good on her, especially since the overload damage or electrocharge damage isn't that high anyway. So for most officials, you just go 2-piece Thundering Fury and then 2-piece attack percent as a support. For a main DPS official, you'll be doing more physical builds, so Bloodstain will probably be better than going Electro and attack percent. You replace Electro with a physical damage stuff. And oh, weapons. Weapons. So weapons, for official, for support official, you still want damage. You just don't want stuff to boost your normal attack. So the Viridescent Hunt is actually very good because Oz can crit and it has a pretty high base attack. So if the Viridescent Hunt works on her, Stringless is also very good on Fischl as a support because it increases Oz damage. And if you don't have anything else, then I guess the Windbloom Ode. I don't like this as a weapon. The buff is a very short duration, and then the Elemental Mastery is very situational. Do not use Rust, because she's not going to auto-attack, so you're going to lose the passive entirely. The Sacrificial Bow, Oz lasts a long time, and you can alternate between Oz and her burst, so you don't really need the cooldown refresh. And yeah, so Stringless is probably your go-to for Fischl, and then Viridescent Hunt is a good choice also for support Fischl. What is ESF? That's the new artifact set, the Emblem of Severed Fate. It's the very good set that a lot of characters can use well. I still want to farm one for Xingqiu because it will help out his burst damage. Right now for my main my Diluc account, Xingqiu is using 2-piece Hydro and then 2-piece Gladiator or something like that, or Energy Recharge or something. So he's already doing a lot of damage. Like each sword is doing 5k, 6k damage, but it can do even more with the 4-piece Severing, Emblem of Severing Fate. I think this is the last set of Samurai that I'm gonna be farming. Oh, there's some more mechanical ruins I can go and hunt. And then, yeah, the Skyward Harp is good for most bow users. It's a 5-star weapon. It's pretty decent. It's, like, not the best for a lot of... well, actually, it is. At the current rate with the current bow options, it is one of the best for a lot of characters, actually. The Skyward Harp. I was thinking more of the Catalyst. The Skyward version of the Catalyst, where it is very nice, but it's not the best in slots for a lot of characters. Oh no, Razor! No, oh, that looks horrible. That looks horrible. You got the scream and you had the slow drowning animation. And for Diona, her best weapon is the Sacrificial Bow. Because you mainly use her to get energy and for shield. So you want to hold her E to get as much shield and energy as you can. And then her 5 little hits have a higher chance of refreshing the Sacrificial Blade as well. Yeah, of all the event weapons, I think the Windbloom Ode is the weakest one. Dodoko Tails is very good on any Catalyst user that does normal attack and it's like a main DPS. Dodoko Tails is good. The Festering Desire, that is super good on any sword character that needs energy and use their burst often. And then the Catch looks to be a very good weapon for your burst support. And then the Tuna is also going to be good for burst support. So the Windbloom Ode is like the odd one out of the batch. Let's see. Let me heal up and let me check if I have all the dailies and everything done. So I claim my battle pass, my free battle pass. Let's see. Oh, let me check my Spiral Abyss, make sure I claim that. And then I use all my resins. I checked the teapot already. I finish. Yeah, I can't farm any more artifact sets without spending resin. I claimed all this. Good to go. And I did the samurai routes. Oh, let me see. Make sure I did the 3 bounties and 3 requests. Yeah, Yola needs a cryo battery. But the Shogun does provide energy recharge. We just gotta see how much she can boost the team with her burst. Woo! Alright, I got all these to do. More reputation. Samurai, immune to Geo, I'm fine with that. I think I'm gonna switch to my combat team now since I'm done with the exploration part. Is my Razor still using 4-piece Gladiator? Yes, he is. I don't have a strong enough 4-piece Shimenawa to replace it or to test out and still make it a accurate comparison. So he's still using Gladiator. Ooh. Oh yeah, the plunging attack bonus. That's why. I was wondering why there was these tethering things here, but this enemy is weak against plunging attacks.
Let's get down to business. My blade.
Let's see how weak you are. Whee! 14k. It's not that weak. I'd rather just do normal attack.
Let's light it up. Everybody
Boom.
you can't run.
So yeah, I like the new Inazuma reputation quest. You don't have to worry about finding 3 things. You can just go ahead and fight the enemy straight up, which saves a lot of time. Like one of these, saving time for one of these isn't that big of a deal. It'll save you like a couple minutes, but you got to do 3 of these every week for I don't know how many weeks. And overall, in the long run, it's gonna save you maybe even hours. Alright, next enemy. Immune to Hydro, perfect. Oh, and see, for the next stream, I'll be putting a poll on my channel to see if people want to see the stream on Twitch or YouTube. It's gonna be the one where I pull on the Shogun in 2.1 when it comes out. It'll be around the same time as now, because I think oh wow, that hurts. I blew up all the barrels and Zhongli almost died. Look at that health. He was dead. And that's with the that's with his 44k HP. Where was I? Oh yeah, stream. So I'll be streaming on the 2.1 release around the same time as I am tonight, because that's usually when the banner comes out in American servers. And I'll be pulling on 2 of my accounts there. One of them, well, it's on a 50-50, so I'll stop at the first 5-star. So if I don't get Baal or Baal on that account, I'll just have to take the loss and switch to this one. Let's see. Oh, this one's also on a 50-50. Let me see. Let's check the history. So I got Yoimiya last, so that's definitely on a 50-50. Yoimiya. Yeah, I got Yoimiya, and then I did a whole bunch of pulls to finally get 1 copy of Sayu without hitting pity again. So I am decent amount in. And then before Yoimiya, well, I think it was Zhongli. I got him on the rerun. So that was pretty much, yeah, I won 2 50-50 with Zhongli. And then I got a lucky Mona right before that. So yeah, so before Mona was obviously a rate up character, because otherwise it wouldn't have been Mona. But I've been pretty lucky on my 50-50 so far. I'll see how it goes and see if I can keep up the streak. Can you see my Razor build? Yep. So Razor, he's level 81. I had him to level 80, and then he's used on everything, so he eventually got enough EXP to level up more. He's using the Wolves Greystone. If I don't have that, then I will use the Archaic or Serpent Spine on him. And then for artifacts, I have, it's just 4-piece glider with as much crit rate and crit damage as I can get. So crit, attack, crit, attack on the main. Physical damage main, I only have one crit here because I don't have a another physical goblet with 2 crits. And the helmet is just crit and some attack. So overall, it's pretty nice stats. The crit rate and crit damage could be higher, but this ratio is like almost perfect 1 to 2. So I'm happy about the crit ratio he has. And ignore the 15% damage or the resistance, that's just from the team resonance. The physical damage is at 88% because he has natural physical damage. Oh, also, I need Constellation 4. This is one of his best constellations, and I don't have it yet. I've been using Razor since the game launched, and I have been unlucky enough to not get constellations of him. 2 of his constellations were from the shop. So I only pulled 2 Razors in my entire career on this account. Immune to an ammo, perfect. Check the map. Let's see, off we go. R1 Archaic or R5 Fish Claymore. The Fish Claymore R5 is going to be better for most characters as long as they use their burst in some way. So if it's a Razor, I probably won't use it on Razor because his burst, all you're getting is the explosion damage when he first transforms or when he first pops his stand. After that, you're not getting any benefit from the passive of the Tuna Claymore. Is Savonius good on the support bay though? It's okay. I would rather use Sacrificial if you have that, because you have a chance of refreshing her counter, which is always nice since she's the swap support. And then if you can time it well, you can swap to Beidou, use her counter to ignore damage and do extra damage back to the enemy. But that requires like getting used to enemy patterns and knowing what they do. But yeah, Sacrificial is definitely better than Favonius. And then if you happen to have Serpent Spine, that's a very good weapon on her as well. Because the Serpent Spine bonus, where it increases your attack and crit stats and stuff. Let's see, Beidou. So there's Serpent Spine, where it increases your damage. You can get 5 stacks of it while she's on the field, and then pretty much when you use her burst, or when she comes in to use her burst and swap out, she'll get the benefits of all 5 stacks, but since she's on the field so little amount of the time, you're not actually gonna get hit, so you can keep those stacks for a long time. So that's a very good weapon for her, but that also requires the battle pass, so it's not for everyone. I gotta do the daily commissions after this also. Oh, it's back to exploration team. Is white tassel good on Zhongli? I'm using black tassel right now for the HP. White tassel, if you don't have anything else, then it's okay. That's if you use Zhongli as like a damage. If you don't use his burst or his normal attacks at all, then white tassel isn't gonna really help out too much. Is AR-50 a trap still? So AR-50, it used to be before because of how high enemies scale up all of a sudden. So, but now since they added this ability right here where you can lower your world level, you don't have to worry about like going up and being accidentally having enemies too strong. If they are too strong, you can always revert back down. So nowadays, it's fine to just go straight into AR-50. And then the other thing is, oh gosh, you were doing all the lightning stuff. And then also, the difference with AR-50 and AR-45 is the world bosses. So the weekly bosses, like the Valen and the Wolf Boss, Andreas or Boreas, and Ishtaha, those bosses at AR 45 does not guarantee a 5-star artifact. So you are not guaranteed to get a 5-star Gladiator or Wanderers until AR 50. So that's one of the reasons you want to go AR 50 also, to get a guaranteed 5-star. But for the artifact domains, you're always going to get a 5-star artifact if you're AR 45 or higher. Let's see, where are these guys? Right here. Yeah, pretty much. And I would say go and level up whenever you can, and then if things get too tough, you can always bring the world level down. Ooh, a samurai! I missed him. I'm blind, but I can see just fine. Okay, I'm just gonna grab his materials and run. I don't need the treasure hoarders. I have way too many of those materials. And then there's some more samurais over there. Wake up. Some sentinels and aggro you.
Let's play. Think you can get away?
There we go. This should be nice. Grab everybody, come over here and have fun. Oh gosh, this hurts. I can't see. There's too many particle effects. I can't see.
I taste blood.
Oh jeez. Maybe this wasn't a good idea. Oh, oops. Wrong button. I'm going to push 3. Because this is not my combat team. This is my exploration team. Which doesn't have the damage and healing as my combat team. Can I get enough energy? Yep. Now I can heal up Razor. Oh gosh, no. I was not paying attention. Well, it's fine. I'll just I'll res him after. But Rosaria can actually do damage. I just don't use her as main if Razor is around, because Razor does a lot more damage. Yeah, having Kazuha, I got Kazuha on my Diluc account, and he is super good there. But that account, it's all elemental damage. So I have Diluc and Xingqiu and Kazuha on the main team. And they clear stuff really fast. He is super good. I underestimated Kazuha when he first came out. But even if I have him, it won't help so much on this account, because this is my Razor account, and he's not going to buff the physical damage. Alright, this is why I have the travel team, to go to far places like this. Oh no, the rock, stuck on the rock. It's a nice thing that like Sayu doesn't use stamina while she's spinning. So you like after rolling you can do some sprints and then continue on. Here's the festival that you took Ayaka to. And then you got like a nice cutscene afterwards with her dancing in the water and the soggy socks. We'll never forget about the soggy socks. Alright, that's that. Let's go and do my regular dailies. I have them in Mondstadt because it's faster. That's the only reason I have my daily commissions in Mondstadt. And remember, if you don't know, you can go to the commissions on the Adventures Manual and choose where you want them. I like this one. This is Ellen showing you that she can be as powerful as your 5-star characters, clearing out all these training dummies. Will I be pulling for Baal? Yes, I will definitely be pulling for her. And I'll be trying to get her on 2 accounts. Let me just cheat. Whee! Oh no, that was not good enough. Oh, alright, let me just do the other one. There you go. Quick swap on 2 AoE characters. Next commission. Here we go. Oh, I gotta fight the little flying Eye of the Storm wind thing. I remember this was a enemy in the Spiral Abyss one time, and it was super tanky. So when it's flying, you just gotta attack it with anything, and then when it comes down the ground, just beat it up. Yeah, this team actually does less damage than my Diluc. Because my Diluc with Xingqiu combo does more and kill that thing faster than right now. The 2 more daily commissions, and then oh, I still gotta clear out some more ruined sentinels that I didn't do yet. Oh, let me see. Is there any pictures with a certain character? Oh, will this work? All right. This is a surprise thing, and I'm sorry to those people on my Discord that saw this, but I'm showing it again. So, if you heard about Kokomi's hands, turn away for like a minute. Don't look at the screen for a minute. But when I was making like the video with like talking about Kokomi, Shogun, and Sarah, I was looking at these splash arts for a long time, and I noticed if you focus into Kokomi's hands here, let me see if I can do this in real time. If we focus into her hands, what almost it goes. Okay, so if we see the hands, it looks like a butt. It looks like a butt crack. Like there's the 2 cheeks right there, and then the butt crack is where her palm imprint is. The torso will be like where her wrist is going up to like the body and the head, and then you can think of like her fingers as legs or something. And after I saw that, I could not unsee it. So I just had to share it. I just had to share it. Now let me make this back to normal. What? There we go. Anyway, that's Kokomi's hands that I noticed. You're welcome for the nightmares. Anyway, back to the daily commissions. Oh, it's so nice going back in Mondstadt where every enemy can get floated and controlled by Venti. They're pretty much just training dummies. And then all the materials gather up in one spot, so I don't need to run around gathering it. So yeah, if you want more random info like the Kokomi stuff, check out my Discord. I think we have over 600 members now. We're growing pretty nicely. And that's also where you can get updates on the game, updates on like all the Genshin tweets, my videos, as well as getting help on just doing co-op with other players. Let's see, I have one more. Where are you? Over here. Oh, I hate this one. This one's so far away. Let's see. Is Sayu more on skill or burst to make her a decent healer? So Elemental Mastery doesn't heal that much, or doesn't help healing too much until Constellation 6. She does have this passive where, let's see, where is it? Nope, this one. Where when she swirls, she heals your allies, but that scales with Elemental Mastery, but this healing is pretty low. The big one is over here, where each Elemental Mastery will increase the damage and healing of her burst. This one increases a lot more. So if you want more healing on Sayu, then go for Energy Recharge until you have Constellation 6. Then go for Elemental Mastery. Because her burst is kind of expensive too. And then, don't worry, the attack percent does help, but it's not that big. Also, get a healing bonus helmet. That also helps out a lot. Shimenawa set or Hydro set for Tartaglia. Child would definitely use the 4-piece Hydro set because it synergizes so well with his elemental skill. Pretty much, Child, you pretty much just want to, when he's ready, you use his elemental skill to get into melee stance, and then you would use his normal and charge attack for about 8 to 12 seconds, and then you swap out. So definitely use 4-piece Hydro for him instead, because his burst does a lot of damage. His burst is actually very strong. You want to use the burst after inflicting enemies with Riptide, and if you use 4-piece Shimenawas, you will rarely get a chance to use his burst.
Add Astra.
I guess if you're lucky enough to farm a good Shimenawa set, then use that. Use whichever one has better subsets. I think I mentioned this a couple of times already, but yeah, artifact. The 4-piece is very nice to have and aim for, but don't force yourself to use a 4-piece if these Oops, no, I can't talk. Let me get some water. One sec. Water time. Alright, so for the artifacts, the 4-piece bonus is nice, but don't force yourself. The substats on the individual artifacts is more important than getting a 4-piece bonus. Because you can always go 2-piece hybrid with decent bonuses. It won't be perfect, but it will still be good additions that benefits the character, and then have way better substats on the artifacts. Because if you don't have the good crit ratio or crit just enough crit, then your character won't do that much damage in the first place if they're like a main DPS or something. And let's see, I'm going to the last area with the Sentinels. Am I in the right place? No, I'm not. I went to the wrong teleport. As a free-to-play, which craftable weapons are actually worth crafting, assuming you're not pulling on the weapon banner and have no 5 stars? So for the weapons, let me go to this screen. So for the weapons, there will soon be the event weapon for every weapon types. But that's if you are playing the game long enough to get all the event weapons. So if you're playing in Dragonspine, you got the Festering Desire, which is one of the best swords for energy recharge in the game. The other one is Sacrificial Sword. That's pretty much Xingqiu's best sword, but the Festering Desire is very good free-to-play weapon for any character that's burst focused, that uses a sword. As far as craftables, actually, I'll talk about the craftables in... Let me just go now then. I'll bring up the menu for all the weapons to make it easier. But the Festering Desire is very good for a lot of characters that use burst, have a sword. The next weapon was Windbloom Ode, which is the bow with elemental mastery. And that weapon this is the worst event weapon in my opinion. The attack buff is nice, but only lasts for 6 seconds. So you're pretty much only doing it for characters that can snapshot their burst. Otherwise, you're not gonna make much of this buff. And then the elemental mastery is very situational, especially for a bow character. Mainly Venti is probably the only one that can use this weapon. And then the next weapon was Dodoko Tails, which is very good on any Catalyst user that does normal attacks and charge attacks. So all your main DPS Catalyst users, Ningguang, Klee, Yanfei, they can use this pretty well. And even Constellation 2 Mona. Because once you reach Constellation 2, she gets the charge attack bonus, so she actually becomes an okay DPS. I still wouldn't play her as a main DPS, but it's okay. And then we have the Tuna and the Catch, which are both were both for elemental burst characters. And then the craftables. So let's start with the swords. These swords we have. Alright, we have the original 2, which is Prototype Rancor. It's a average sword for a pretty much a main DPS. Primarily one that uses physical damage, so not one that uses a lot of elemental attacks or can imbue their attacks. It's okay. It's not that great. It's like a jack of all trades. It's okay. It's not that great, but it's not that bad either. I wouldn't craft this if you have other options. But if you have only 3 stars, then go ahead and use this. It's going to be better damage than a energy recharge sword for most characters. The Iron Sting, which is Elemental Mastery, so it's not going to be very good on most characters. It's very situational. This is pretty much your go-to free-to-play weapon for Kazuha. But the other sword users, not so much. It does let you do more elemental damage. I mean, yeah, when you do elemental damage, you do more overall damage, so this is for any character that does a lot of elemental hits. And then the new Inazuma sword, which is, I think, the best craftable sword. It has energy recharge, which is always nice. It depends. You could always use more damage on some characters, but the passive handles that, where your elemental skill gets a... I forgot how high. I think it goes to like 36% or something, or 30% increased elemental skill damage. But you also get more energy back, so this is good for any characters that uses their abilities often. Next up, let's go with the bows. Compound bow. Pretty useless. It's only for physical bow carry. So in the game, the only one that I can think of is physical official. Because Child is going to be using Hydro, Yoimiya will be doing Pyro, Venti, you will not be attacking with Venti. So this is pretty much for a physical official. And if you have Rust or or even the Slingshot or the other 3-star weapon with the crit stats, that's better than this bow for a main DPS bow user. So don't use that. The Prototype Crescent is the best free-to-play weapon for Ganyu. You can compare this with the Inazuma bow, and it ends up being pretty similar in stats. Where's the Inazuma bow? Oh, I think I have it, but I didn't learn it. But anyway, the Inazuma bow increases your normal and charge attacks, and then you have full energy burst. It doubles the increase. But Ganyu does a lot of damage with her burst, so you want to use her burst and not hold on to all that energy. So this Prototype Crescent is going to be her best weapon for most cases, if you can land weak spot, if you can hit the weak spots with her charge shot. So that's a big caveat. If you cannot hit weak spots, then make the Inazuma bow. If you can, then this is the better one. This is also only good for charge shot characters, as you can see here. Let's see. Claymores. White Blind. Good for Noelle, and that's it. It has defense substat, and then it kind of pretty much acts like the Prototype Rancor, where it increases your attack and defense. This is the Noelle weapon, and that's pretty much it. Prototype Archaic is your Jack of all trades Claymore. It has attack percent substats, and it does a little AoE explosion every 15 seconds. It's not specialized, it's just good on anyone, but bad on everyone at the same time. It's a Jack of all trades. And then the Snow Silver Tomb, it's your physical damage weapon, but it's not that great either. The passive, where it creates a little icicle that falls down, it has a lot of delay. So if enemies move around or you move around a lot, you're most likely gonna not actually get the bonus damage from this weapon. And then there's been some tests comparing the Archaic with the Snow Tomb on physical-based characters like Razor, and the Archaic was still better. The proc on an Archaic made up for the physical damage substat. So I would not craft the Snow Tomb. I would rather make the Archaic, which is better for any Claymore user, than a specialized one with the Snow Tomb. And prototype. Oh, the catalyst is horrible. So we have the prototype Amber, which has HP substat, which isn't really good for anyone. You can use it for Barbara and I guess support Barbara and maybe Kokomi, but that's just for support characters, and that's pretty much it. The prototype Amber is for support characters. The Mappa Mare, you get Elemental Mastery, which is okay for most Catalyst users since they'll be doing elemental damage, but you'll need someone else to apply a different element so you can actually make reactions. But it's okay, and then when you trigger a reaction, you get some more elemental damage bonus. So this is okay. There are a lot of the gacha weapons are better than this, including the Dodoko Tails. So this is kind of like if you don't have anything else, then you make it kind of weapon. And then the Frostbearer, it's kind of the same situation as the Snow Tomb, where the passive Icicle, it's not gonna do stuff most of the time. And the little bonus here, if the enemy is affected by Cryo, you'll do 200% of the damage instead. The problem is, we don't have any Cryo Catalyst users. Maybe Signora might be Catalyst if we ever get her at some point, but right now we don't have anyone that can utilize the passive auto-way. And then the Spears. The Spears is probably the best choices for craftable weapons. The Crescent Pike is still pretty much the best physical damage weapon for a physical polearm user that attacks fast. So it's good for a physical Zhongli, it's very good for a physical Xiangling, it's good for a physical Rosaria. It's better than most 5-star weapons for them actually at max refinement. I don't think it's going to be good for the Shogun because her attacks is a little slower and she doesn't have a lot of multi-attacks, which is what you want. The Dragon Spine Spear is a physical damage things, but it's definitely not as strong as Crescent Pike. Always build Crescent Pike over the Dragon Spine Spear on a physical carry. Your prototype Star Glitter, it has energy recharge, and I would say this is probably your weapon for the Shogun, but since we are all getting the catch, that will be better than this, so don't bother with the Star Glitter. It was okay early on when we don't have much choices, but it's not that good anymore. And then the Katane Cross Spear, the Inazuma Spear, this increases elemental mastery and also your elemental skill damage. So it's okay, this is pretty much like the sword version where you get more energy recharge back and increases your damage a little. It's an okay sword for supports, but not sword. It's an okay polearm for supports, but I would still not waste materials to craft it unless you have a whole bunch of polearm billets, which I have none here, so depends on what you have. Let's see, what was I doing? Oh yeah, the last thing I'm gonna do is to farm a couple more sentinels, and then I'm gonna call it for my stream. So hard to navigate. Back to Inazuma. There's some sentinels over here. So yeah, if you are using the Snow Tomb right now for Eula, try out if you have the materials to level up the Tuna, try that out on her, because the elemental burst buff might be pretty good on Eula. And since it's an event weapon anyway, we're gonna get a Constellation 5 max refinement. I mean, not max refinement of the weapon anyway, so as long as you have the materials to level it up, then go ahead and give it a try for Eula. And yeah, what's the good free-to-wear weapon for the Shogun? The catch. Once that weapon comes out, it's gonna be really good on her. This team is not a combat team! I'm dying so much! Hello, how's the farming going? It's going great. I'm pretty much almost done. I defeated a lot of samurais. I'm on my last bit of the Sentinel enemies. Razor's about to die again. You know, good stuff. And then I spent all my resins to farm artifacts. Yeah, I guess I'll see if there's any artifacts worth boosting. I still need the 4-piece Severing Fates for the Shogun. So here's what I have so far. I have a Goblet, Electro with a crit. This is pretty good. Yeah, this is pretty good. I don't have another Goblet with double crit on Electro, so this is not bad at all. It's almost 30% crit value. Helmet, I have a crit rate helmet with a crit damage, but it never rolled more than once. It rolled the crit damage once when it was 3 stats into 4 substats, and then never again, so I don't want to use this unless I have to. And yeah, no other crit helmets. The sands, I have this nice attack crit sands. I want an energy recharge crit, but I don't have one. I have this energy recharge with 1 crit. I might try bumping this to see if I get lucky. And then for the feather, do I have energy recharge crit? No. I have nothing with potential to be crit energy recharge. And then the flower, I do have an energy recharge crit, so I'm definitely using this for her. So I have 1 piece, 2 piece, maybe 3, and then if I have to, this will be like the 4th piece to use on her. But I'll still keep trying to farm. I still have like 3-4 days left, so I could get lucky still. Does 4-piece emblem work for Eula? I would rather use 4-piece Pale Flame. That's pretty much that artifact set was built for her in mind. Especially with her burst rotation. You want to E before the burst, and then use her burst, and then 4 normal attacks into a hold elemental skill into 4 more normal attacks. So with that rotation, you have enough to proc the 4-piece passive of the Pale Flame, and have it last long enough for her burst to explode and take advantage of all the physical damage. Because you use the Emblem of Severed Fate, only the physical damage part will help out. Everything else isn't going to be useful. So I think this is pretty much it for my farming. I'll answer some more questions while I stroll around, I guess, and then I'll call it. Let's see what we have. Let me scroll up on the chat. I probably missed a lot of stuff. Looking at the questions. Ganyu has been my main DPS since her launch, and I also have Amos both. Do you think Ganyu C1 is worth it? You already have the Amos bow, so you're already pretty much best weapon for her possible. Her C1 increases her bloom damage by I think like 20% or something, or by a little bit, or increases the crowd damage by a little bit. I forgot which one it was, but I would not spend on that. It's her other constellations are more of a damage spike. Her C1's okay, but not enough to warrant pulling for her if you already have her. I would rather use the Primos for a character you don't have, so you have more variety and more options on teams and stuff, since having a character from not having the character is better than already having the character and making it a little stronger, if you know what I mean. I'm farming the artifact sets for weeks and I didn't get a single good set. How you get such good artifacts? Pray to RNGesus. That's all you gotta do. You could also try like you could also perform some rituals. I haven't gone to the get my fortune for the day, so you can like do stuff like that. But yeah, it's just all RNG. You guys just hope for the best. And the reason I have a lot of good artifacts like this is this account is almost 1 year old. I've been playing this every day since Genshin released at the end of September. So this isn't just, oh, I got lucky with artifacts. This is a long, long time, a lot of artifact farming. Is there a reason to invest in a attack percent circlet, or are the crit damage and crit rates always better? Right now, the crit is always better than a attack percent helmet. There has been a character, unless they put a character in the future that has something that synergizes well without crit for some reason, but then they won't really be a main DPS anymore. So at the moment, crit main stat on a helmet is always the best. I guess you can have like Kokomi, who has minus 100% crit rate, so you don't want any crit on her. But she's not meant to be a DPS either, but I'm pretty sure some people are just gonna build her for damage anyway. So in that case, you probably want attack percent helmet, but those are very niche situations that's not gonna happen to most players. Let's see, is crit better than a high single crit? So that's where the crit value comes into play, where instead of looking at the crit stats on its own, you want to look at them together and find the crit value of an artifact. The crit value is you add twice the crit rate to your crit damage. So in this case, twice my crit rate will be about 17%, and then you add that to the crit damage. So 17 plus 12 is 29. So my crit value for this artifact is 29%. And any artifacts with 30% or higher, crit value is going to be good. So most of mine's is around a little higher, like low 30s, mid 30s. Like this one is actually a very good one. It's 8 plus 27. So this one has a crit value of 35. So this is pretty good. And today, I just got this artifact, which is probably my best crit artifact to date. And it's also a Cryo Goblet too. The crit value for this is 35, 36, 37%, but it was on a goblet with the Cryo substat. So this is probably the best artifact I have, even though 2 times it wrote defense, twice. So it could get better than this. Is the stringless good for a sub DPS Ganyu? If you only pop her in for her burst, then yeah. But you're doing Ganyu this service by not using her charge attack, since she does so much damage from her charge attacks. Am I streaming on Twitch? I will be doing a poll and seeing if I should stream on, to ask if you guys want me to stream on Twitch or YouTube for the summoning, the 2.1 summon birthday stream I'll be doing. And then I'll see which one it gets. I'll announce it on my YouTube channel if I am doing on Twitch, and then if you're on the Discord, I'll let you know on my Discord for sure. Hi, would you mind sharing me all the best ways to get free Primogems in the game? Do the events. The events are your primary source for Primogems, and then explore. Exploring new regions, getting all the waypoints, getting all the oculi, opening chests. Those are small ways to get more Primogems. Like I said, the events. Most events give you 420 Primogems. There's the web events that comes now and then, so that gives you like 60 or 120 Primogems-ish. The live streams give you 300 each time, and then achievements. All the achievements usually give you 5 Primogems each, and there's a lot of them. Like, look here, a lot of them, like the realm, the teapot, I only have 30% of the achievements for those. So yeah, there's a lot to go through. It adds up eventually. And let's see. Ooh, Sayu's hiding with her little tail there. Whee! Let's see. What else is there? Catching up on chat questions. Yeah, okay, that's pretty much it then. I'm done farming for the day. I did all what I wanted to. The next time I'll be streaming will be for 2.1, and I will see all of you then on my birthday stream, hoping to win and get the Shogun on the 50-50, and if I get it early enough, I'll have enough primos to try the weapon, because I have yet to roll on the weapon banner. So the her engulfing whatever polearm will be the first time I'm rolling on the weapon banner. I'm hoping for the best of luck. I'm hoping I don't need to use this new pity thing that they implemented, because I'm not going to have enough primos to actually utilize the pity.
Seems like I should have just.
Anyway, thanks for watching. Thanks for coming along. And as always, have fun out there, traveler.